Hey, Colby, good to see you, man. Mr. Aaron and Mrs. Cherie. Very cool. That's wild, Aaron. Good show. Aaron's just going through some basics. Warming up a little. Pre-warm up, inverted punches. Nice. All right, guys and girls, up on your feet. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Ready position. Come to attention, please. Good job. Face parents if you got them there, or your buddies. Bow. So thank you. Face front, do my best. Ready position, student creed. I will develop myself in a positive manner and avoid anything that could reduce my mental growth or physical health. I will develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best of myself and others. I will use my common sense before self-defense and never be abusive or offensive. This is a black belt school. We are dedicated. We are motivated. We're on a quest to be the best. Step out punch. Go AI. 10 strong punches. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. AI. Hands back. Start block set. Right hand first. Go. Up, in, out, touch, down, back, push down. Left hand. You got it. Nice work. And 2 hands, nice and strong, finishing off. Good job. And back to ready. Jumping jack. Start moving. Colby's already ahead of me. Kid's already working. Nice work. All right, arms forward. And then back. Front to back. Excellent work. All right, feet about shoulder width, stretch to the center. And get right into it today. Couple of things. One, we're working on focus, right? So that means blocking out distractions and paying attention. I want to work on that both physically and mentally a little bit, making sure we're on target and our timing is right and we're striking with proper weapon. Second thing is our Black Belt Excellence topic is on leadership, right? And so we're starting off talking about the attitude and the approach of leadership. Over to your right. And that really means not just doing what you have to do to get the job done, but doing everything you can to do a great job, right? So having the attitude that you're not going to stop just because you've done what you have to, but that you're going to give it everything you got. Over to your left, stretch. And by doing that consistently, you grow. Right, and that's kind of going to be our concept, is that we lead by example. So particularly in this scenario where we're trying to have it be a black belt school and move towards the goal of black belt, that we're always having small incremental growth. Back to center. And there's a couple of things that go along with that are just kind of worth talking about for students. One is what we call the ratchet effect, which means that, back to center, stretch it out. If you've ever used a ratchet, like a socket wrench and ratchet, you can crank the wrench a little bit and then you run out of room or whatever. So you have to slip the ratchet back. All right, roll back, have a seat, and get another bite and go again. And what's inside the ratchet is some teeth, right? And a little wedge. And when you're going one way, the wedge just slides around the teeth. When you go the other way, it catches and it helps you turn the bolt. Stretch center. So it feels like in that time in between, when you turn it and you go back to start again, that free space, that you're not really doing much, but it's an important part of that reset to get the next grab on the ratchet so you can get more progress made. Over to your right. And it's important to understand we learn that way a little bit sometimes. Sometimes we'll stack on and stack on and stack on. And sometimes we just got to give ourselves a little bit of time for that information that we put in to assimilate and to become comfortable for us to use. Over to your left. So when you're training, it's going to be kind of like going up a stair step or up a sawtooth, right? But there's going to be little plateaus along the way. And sometimes you'll even slip back a little bit before you move forward. Those things are okay as long as your overall arc is positive. Back to center. Right, same thing happens when you start trying to stretch. You'll stretch real hard one day, and the next day you'll be like crazy tight. Or if you're starting to lift weights, you'll lift real heavy one day, or you try to go up on weight one day, and the next time you hit the weights, man, you'll feel it like maybe I shouldn't have gone up quite yet. But then if you're consistent and you're careful, you can start getting comfortable with that new weight and then go up again. Sit up, bring your feet together. Right, so there's those flat parts or those slightly sliding back parts are part of learning. So when that happens, don't hold that against yourself. So when we talk about improve every time, remember that path of improvement is not linear, right? Sometimes you get big steps up, sometimes you'll slip a little, and then that's repositioning yourself to go back up. Your brain has to have time to digest the things that you give it in order to make them part of who you are and how you operate. All right, on your feet, let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do today, primarily is just take you through some real basic footwork drills to start. But the reason for that is I want to get into your fighting kata 3, and I want to make sure that we are building that up with proper footwork. The biggest challenge I see in learning online is there's nobody to catch you when you're doing funny things with your feet, right? And a lot of times I can only see it from like mid-thigh up or whatever, and I don't even see what happens to your lower legs. I can see a lot of it through your hips and how it positions you. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like. And kind of what it causes to happen as you do different kinds of footwork. And we'll be real specific and focus on the types of footwork that we're going to use. So ready position, please. Step back fighting stance. Yeah. First thing, in a good fighting stance, I'm not completely profiled, right? Because if I was, I couldn't throw a very deep reverse punch. My front foot is a little bit back so that I can turn my hips all the way over. I saw a really interesting thing on punching power. And it was pretty neat to think about. But when you think about where you get punching power, everybody assumes it comes off the side of your body that you're pushing forward on. Like if I'm punching with my right, they assume it's my right leg. And my right leg is engaged, don't get me wrong. But as I do that, what causes my left hip to come back I'm actually pushing somewhat on my left side, right? So the leg, the opposite leg is actually pushing back too, and I'm translating that into rotation through my spine and turning that into forward. So a lot more than you think about it, that front leg becomes part of your power of your punch. Okay, so just think about that a little bit. Just have a few clean punches. And what I want you to try to do is just punch, sticking your arm out, just pushing your right leg. And then I want you to crouch a little bit more. And this time I want you to make sure you bring your left hip back as you do it. And turn through. And tell me if you can't feel more of your body engagement. Can you feel that? Really bend in and pushing off that front leg. So both legs are in there. And then when you start to do like a hook punch, you've come here and you've loaded the hip. Now you're going to come back the other direction, right? Bang! And you're going to use that motion. You're almost gonna push off that front leg. So when you start to think about it, muscles work by contraction, right? So when I contract my quad, it pushes this hip back slightly, and that rotates my body forward. And then when I start to come back the other way, I'm gonna push in, right, and drive back to the other side. So that way we're using our hips. And don't think about it just being the hip that's on the side you're punching with. It's actually both hips. This one's gonna add to it some, but also the hip that's causing the return motion, the twisting motion in my body is going to be a big part of it. Does that make sense? With all that being said, if I slide up, step out, and I step too skinny, now I can't push good with that front hip, so I've just robbed myself of power. Where if I step out a little bit, now I can push a lot better with that front hip, and I can get a lot more of that power. So remember that width not only gives you balance, but it also gives you the ability to drive power. Okay, so try that a few times. Slide up, step out, make sure you get your width, bang, turn your hip and punch. Slide up, step out, turn that hip and punch. Good, just do that a few times on your own. Just get comfortable with that motion. I just want you to realize that your legs are generating the power, but not always in the way we think. Excellent. Okay, now let's slide up, step out footwork. Now we're gonna do step. Here's the thing, I'm gonna step out a little bit, but I'm gonna step right back up to the same side stance as I push my hip for the reverse again, right? So try that, step, push. Good, make sure it's still in there, right? That's how a boxer would punch, right? Good, do that a few times. So I want you to feel the same end mechanic with your step. Good. All right, slide on back. Now we're gonna do the same thing with step across. We're just gonna work on the reverse punch again. So we're gonna step across through that X position, step out, and again, maintain your width, bang, and push with both hips. Good, step, boom, stepping across. Good, there it is. So you can see in all three ways of those first three ways of moving, it's important to maintain the width so I can get my power into my reverse punch. Okay? So now we're just gonna work some basic skills with the slide up, step out. Slide up, step out, back twist, reverse punch, ridge hand. Ready, go. Slide up, step out, 1, 2, and 3. Back to that very first type footwork. Go. 1, 2, 3. Good, and again, go. 1, 2, push that front hip, 3. Nice, slide on back, see that a few more times. Ready, steady, go. Slide step, 1, 2, 3. Good, and go, slide step. Good, I'm looking for that rotation. Go, slide step, so you strike, push through, come back strong. One more, go. Back fist, push through, ridge hand. Excellent, slide it back a few times, same basic setup. Slide up, step out, outer block, inner block, back fist punch. So same footwork, out, in, back punch, go. Slide step, out, in, back fist reverse, and make sure you do that push, go. Out, in, back punch. And again, ready, go. Out, in, back punch, so slide back. Nice, and you can just slide back, you can step back, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so far so great. Switch feet, we're gonna do the same basic setup. It's gonna change the combos a little bit. Down block, vertical punch. Slide up, step out, down block, vertical. Ready? Go, slide step, block down, and again, push. Turning those hips. Go. Good, and then again, go, nice and live. Good, slide back, about 3 times or so. Same drill, down block, vertical punch. Go, work on getting power in that vertical punch. Keeping the knees bent, right? Good, that's it. Good, one more, and slide back. All right, slide up, step out, upper block, inverted punch. Okay, same thing, using the hips. Ready to go, slide step, block, and you're gonna torque in and push with that lead hip, drive your hips through. Go, up, punch. And again, go, up, punch. Nice, slide back. And then do it again one more time going forward. Go, slide step, up, punch. Good, there you go. Nice, back in proper stance size, slide back. All right. Step across, jab, step out, reverse punch. So actually, let me change that real quick. Let me have slide up front kick back fist punch. I'm gonna end up in the same place. We can get there a different way. Ready to go, slide up kick, set it down right back to the proper size, back fist and turn the hips for the punch. Go, slide up kick, set it in the right spot, give you your width back. And go, slide up kick, good, slide on back. Good. Okay, I wanna do that one more time. Here's what I wanna make sure of. When I slide up, my knees stay bent. And when I'm sliding up for a front kick, my base foot is probably 45 degrees to the front. Okay, so slide up, check your position. Now pick up the knee kick, back punch. Nice. And then again, slide up, set position, boom, punch, punch. And one more time, slide up, set position, boom, kick, punch, punch. Nice. Slide back and switch feet. So far, so great. I know this is all like, everybody's like, this is basic stuff. Yep, but when you start to isolate and focus on the pieces that build the basics, that's how you build up your foundation and your movements, right? Okay, same thing with the round kick. So this time when I slide up, my base foot, my standing foot's about 45 degrees back. There's a pivot that happens as I come up, right? Slide up, round kick, right back to the same size. And again, when I come back, I'm still gonna shove with that lead hip to torque my body through. Go, round kick, turn strong. Go, round kick, turn strong. Good, slide back, do that again with a side kick. So about 3 times when you slide up, pivot that back hip even more. Side kick, step out for your width, back fist and turn through like you mean it. Go. Let me see about 3 of those. That's it. All right. Good. Now, just for a second, we did slide up, step out, and we did some hand thing, right? Back fist punch, let's say. Then we did slide up and we kicked. And when we came off that kick, we set our foot in the same place we would have put it if we stepped out, right? So we just replaced the step out motion with the extension and recoil motion. Everybody good there? Okay, now we're going to step across. So keeping my weight the same height, keeping my center of gravity the same height, keeping the weight loaded in my hips. I'm going to pull with the front knee, boom, boom, and back fist, our jab reverse punch, sorry. Step across, jab, step out, reverse punch, okay? There it is, and then one more time, nice and smooth, ready to go. Jab, punch. From there, just turn around. We're gonna go the other side. So I'm gonna see the back of you, but this way you're just gonna get used to that movement. Ready? And go. Jab, punch. And when you punch, that front foot's landed and shoving the hips, make them turn, right? Go. Jab, punch. Nice, turn around. And go. Same thing. Step across, jab, step out, punch. Good, and again, go. Good, 2 forward, 2 back. Turn around, go, 2 back. Nice, and again, go. Awesome. All right, going back to the back of the room. When you get there and you're ready to go again, just let me know. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace the step out with the recoil, or the extension and recoil of a kick. So we're going to do it with the front kick. So we're going to start into it the same way. We're going to pull with that front knee. Bang, there's your first punch. Now, instead of just stepping forward to gain balance, I'm going to pick my knee up, pop a quick front kick. Good. In time and in rhythm and movement, it's the same time, right? Ready? And go. Jab, front kick, back fist punch. Nice. Turn around. Same thing going back. Step across as you jab, front kick, step out and gain your proper stance back. Ready? And go. Jab, front kick, back punch. And again, ready, go. Step across, jab, front kick, back punch. Nice. All right. Turn around. Yeah. Now, when you did the drill just now, we stepped across and my toes were about 45 forward again, right? Just like we did earlier when we slid up for our front kick. Next thing we throw is a step across jab, a roundhouse kick. So we're going to step in the same to support our jab, right? But then once we do that and we start to bring the knee up, we're going to torque the hip even more to get your round kick in, okay? And then you do that a couple of times per leg, forward and back. So keeping the chin down, keeping the weight down, step across jab, that part's the same. Now pivot as you land that round kick and set it right back in that same space. Go a couple times, forward and back, trading legs when you go back. Nice. Just turn around, same drill. That's it, good. Working the same thing, step across jab, round. Good, now you'll notice your round kick's a little longer than your front kick because in a front kick, my hips are forward. In the roundhouse kick, I'm reaching with the edge of my hips. So I'm gaining about, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 inches, depends on how wide you are to the hips. Nice. Good, and come all the way back, same drill. When you get to the back, breathe for half a second. We'll just kind of put together everything we just did. Nice, okay, good. All right, so that's the footwork we're gonna be using to build our fighting kata. So you can see it from the side. think you can still see my feet. First footwork we did was this, slide up, step out. Second footwork we did was this, step, step, right? Third thing we did was we did slide up, fill that step out with a kick, but it's basically the same as slide up, step out. And then we went to step across, step out. And then we went to replacing that step out with a kick, step across, kick as you step out. So those are your basic forward movement things without turning to the side. There is a step behind when you do like a heavy side kick or a back kick, but we don't need that for right now, so we're not going to spend our time on it yet. Okay, everybody good on that? Everything we did came back to the same, quotes, good stance, good foundation. We lengthened when we did step, step, and we retook. Or we slid up and we narrowed it, and then we retook. We got back to the same size. We stepped across, right? And then we stepped right back out and retook. So we want to make sure we're in that place the whole time. And the reason why I'm beating that to death is fighting kata 3 is going to use both step, step, and slide up footwork a lot. So I want to make sure we're doing that clean so that we're not only learning a new kata, but we're learning the skill step that's underneath it. Okay, ready, position? So we're going to start with fighting kata 3. Okay, look to your left, step out to your fighting stance. That's one. Nice and easy. What it really is you set in the proper size stance. Now we're going to like super duper slow. Step across, jab. Okay, pick up that front knee, front kick, back fist reverse punch. Good. Then look over your right shoulder, shift. Same exact sequence. Step across, jab, front kick, back fist reverse punch. Good. Do that forward and back a few times. Go set, step, jab, kick, punch, punch. And then go set, step, jab, kick, punch, punch. You will drift towards the back of your room a little bit with the width of your stance. Good. We're going to get into timing next. Very nice. Good. There you go. All right. Face in front real quick. Who knows how to stop a jab? What do? You pick, right? Like a little baby enter block. So if Claire goes to jab me in the face, I just bump it to the inside. True? That's your basic core, right? And if we're boxing, like boxing, she does that jab and I go kick. There's your normal 1-2, right? Block and counter, which is simple pick and counter drill. We're going to assume that she knows how to pick. So when I step across and feed her a punch, I'm going to assume she's going to bring that hand across, right? So it's my leading skill. I'm sure she sees it coming, at least a little bit. And so she's going to move the hand in. What's the other thing you can do if someone jabs at you? If she jabs at me here, go ahead. I slip. So I'm moving to the elbow side of her punch. Go slow. So if she's coming here, when the punch gets about right here, I just shift over half a head width, right? It whizzes right past my ear. Okay. So now she's going to start to pick and also sometimes slip out, right, of that punch. So as I start to throw that jab, I throw it, bang, she slips out. Look where her head's at. Right on the end of that front kick. Does that kind of make sense? So I'm honestly baiting her, put her face in front of my foot. So I'm going, here's the jab, bang, her head slips to the side a little, my knee comes up in this space, and I kick, and from there I step in with the 1-2. Does that make sense what you're doing? Okay, if there's too much time between my jab and my kick, she's gonna go slip and be back in center, right? I'm gonna go here, she's gonna block, she's gonna shift right back to guard position, and I'm gonna kick her in the arms. And she's gonna make me pay for that, right? So I want my kick to be timed as she's blocking and as my jab is coming back, right? So now it's boom, boom, my foot's coming up to replace it. They've got to be pretty much right in there. Does that make sense timing wise? That's what makes the step across worth doing. You get a little more distance, but also it sets you up to draw their guard for you to kick around. Okay, so fighting kata 3, ready? 1, set. Okay, 2, so we jab, kick, punch, punch. 3, shift to your right. 4, step across, jab, kick, punch, punch. All right, from there, 1, step back with your right foot. Okay, the next part's easy. It's just a simple 4-count kick drill out of going up and down the floor. Slide up, kick, back, punch, kick. So we're going to slide up, front kick, boom, right back in your perfect position. Back fist punch, turn those hips like you mean it. Now, as you recover the hand, push the hip forward. There's front, back, punch, front. Okay, and we're going to do the same footwork again. Slide up. This time we pivot back so we can round kick, back punch. And the same thing as we pull the hand back, want to shoot the hip through, bang, round kick and ki. There's only 2 offensive combos going forward because they're big combos. So slide back to those 2 again. From your fighting stance, left side's forward. Front, back, punch, front, round, back, punch, round. Ready, go. Touch, front, punch, punch, front, and go. Touch, round, punch, punch, yeah. Beautiful. All right, do the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 moves, right? Ready? Or 7 counts. 1, set. 2, jab, kick, punch, punch. 3, set. 4, step across, jab, kick, punch, punch. 1. Good. Set. 2, touch, front, punch, punch, front. And 3, go. Touch, round, punch, punch, round. Right? That's the whole first chunk. Okay, let's do that about 3 or 4 times. I'm going to count it off, let Claire do it, give her some space to actually stretch out and not have me under her feet. Okay, fighting count of 3. Ready, and 1, set. 2, step across, jab, front, back, punch. 3, set. 4, step across, jab, kick, punch, punch. 1, set. 2, front, back, punch, front. 3, touch, round, back, punch, round. Yeah, good. Slide back, let's do it again. We'll get a couple of those in, then we're going to add on. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to the rest of the kata today because it's not that much, skill-wise, not that much stuff. Ready, and 1, set. 2, go. Jab, front kick, back fist punch. 3, set. 4, step across, jab, front kick, back fist punch. 1, 2, touch front, back punch front. 3, touch round, back punch round. Good job. All right, nice work. From here, everybody take a couple steps back just so I can see footwork and you can see footwork. We're going to start working the next chunk of the kata. You're going to have to work this next couple moves over your shoulder a little bit, and then we're going to turn use the back of the floor. So when you come out of this position, you just got all the way to the front, step back with your right foot facing to your left. So just like we do in all the other fighting katas. Right, so now your back side's to me a little bit. We're going to do step across. So I'm going to be turned through. And now I'm going to pick up my left knee, roundhouse kick, back fist punch. And then shift to my right in the same exact sequence with a round kick. Step across, jab, round kick, back fist punch. Good. All right. So just working that both ways. Let me borrow you, Miss Claire. So same setup here. I'm going to step across and jab. Again, what's her answer to a jab? A pick. So when I step in and draw her guard, boom, now I'm going to throw the round kick. 2 things can happen. If I throw kind of a sloping round kick, it's going to bounce right off her shoulder. And she's going to push me out like she just did. And I'm going to land kind of square, and she's going to hit me and knock me on my keister. Right? So that's really good for her. Instead, what I want to have happen is I'm going to throw the jab. And when I pick my knee up, I'm going to turn my hip sharp and kick over that shoulder. Really roll in. Now, you might go, well, I don't have that much flexibility. Totally fine. I'm going to make it a leg kick. Okay. Same problem happens. If I go here and I leg kick at a high angle, my foot just slides up until I hit her elbow and she bruises the heck out of my shin. That is not fun. Right. So instead, I'm going to go here, boom, and I'm still going to pivot super hard. So when I leg kick, it rolls her. And then she runs her face right into my punch. So I'm going to use my leg and my lead hand to set up my follow-up. Right. So if I'm doing the leg kick version, I draw her guard here. And when she does that, she turns her hip just a little, right? She's already shaded a little bit inside. So I get to kick her to the back side of her leg and turn her hips, and then back fist punch. I get to hit her right behind the ear there. Nice place to knock somebody out. Okay, so I'm using my setup techniques, my strikes, to push her and move her, right? So while you're not supposed to push people in kickboxing, every time you hit them with force, there's going to be some impact and some absorption and some movement. So we're going to use the momentum of our strike to set up the next piece. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it facing the other way around, which I know is going to feel funny at first, but we're still going to mirror. Go ahead and move towards your camera and put your back side towards your camera. Okay, you can have a spot on the floor. Okay, so put your back to the camera. You just got to kind of do the last section from what you know. Ready? Fighting kata 3. Look to your left, and 1. Fighting stance. Good. 2. Step across, jab, front kick, back fist punch. We'll start from the very beginning. 3 and 4. Step across, jab, front kick, back fist punch. 1. Step back with your right foot. So you're going away from me, front, back, punch, front. Ready, go. Touch, front kick, back, punch, front kick. Now with the roundhouse kick, ready, go. Touch, round kick, back, punch, round kick. Good. Now from that position, you're going to step back with your right foot, so your belly will be facing forward. Ready, and 1. Nice. Now we're looking at each other so that you can kind of see how the second half of the kata goes. Step across, jab, roundhouse kick, back fist punch. So going to your left. Ready, go. Step across, left jab, left round, back fist punch. Beautiful. Now look to your right. And shift. Same combo. Ready, and go. Step across, jab, round, back fist punch. Good job. This time you're going to step back with your left foot and go. Step back left, so your right leg's in front. Slide up, roundhouse kick, spinning side kick, right? So we're going to slide up just like we always do, just to kind of show you the positioning. I'm going to throw my round kick, bring it right back. Now when I spin, I'm going to kick and I'm going to come right back to that same stance size, right? So I know I'm beating this horse to death, but I want you to work on that position. Ready? So we're here, ready? And go. Touch, round kick, turn and look, side kick, back on balance, back fist reverse. Beautiful. Now slide up, side kick, spinning side kick. So same setup, go. Slide up, side kick, boom, bring it back, twist and look, kick, back on base. Beautiful. All right, turn around, face to the way. Let's do it again, up to there. All right, so your backside's towards me. There you go. Fighting count of 3. To your left, and 1, step out. 2, step across, jab, front, back punch. 3, to your right. 4, step across, jab, front kick, back fist punch. Right foot back, 1. Front, punch, punch, front. 2, touch, front, back punch, front. 3, touch, round, back punch, round, ki. Right foot moves, and 1. So now your belly's forward. We're all looking towards each other so we can kind of follow along together. Good job, ready, and go. Step across, jab, round kick, back fist reverse. Look over your right shoulder, 3, shift. And 4, step across, jab, round kick, back fist reverse. Stepping back with your left foot, 1. Slide up, roundhouse, spinning side kick, back fist punch. Ready, go. Touch round, turn side, back punch. Now side, turn side. Ready, go. Touch side, turn side, back fist punch. Okay, this is gonna feel a little funny, but I want you to go ahead and take your left leg, step behind your right, spin all the way through to your fighting stance. So you'll have your back towards me. And then we'll do it facing forward. Good. Step across, jab, step out, reverse punch. Left hand leads, no kicks. Just doing the step across, jab, step out, punch with just the hands. Ready to go. Step across left, step out right. Look over your right shoulder, turn. Good, and go. Step across right, step out left. Nice. All right, slide back to the back of your room. Let's do it all together. This time you'll get to see the end of the kata. So I got to see the first when we started, and you got to see me too, or Claire too. And then we did the second half of the kata. I couldn't see the first, but I could see the second half. And now we're going to see the last piece to button it up, right? So let's put it all together. Ready? Fighting count of 3. To your left, and 1, fighting stance. 2, step across, jab, front kick, back fist reverse. 3, to your right. 4, step across, jab, front kick, back fist reverse. 1, step back to your fighting stance. Good, nice and measured. Work on your footwork. So you should have your right foot back, left foot in front. And go, touch, front kick, back punch, front kick. Good, and go, touch, roundhouse, back punch, roundhouse, ki. Good, right leg steps away, 1. So you should have your back to the camera now. 2, step across, jab, roundhouse, back fist punch. Good, look over your right shoulder, 3, fighting stance. And 4, step across, jab, roundhouse, back fist punch. Good job. Step back with your left foot. So your left foot comes straight towards the camera. Good. And go. Slide up, round kick. Spinning side kick directly away from the camera. Back fist punch. Nice. Now slide up, side kick. Spinning side kick. Back fist punch. Nice. Now from there, your left foot steps behind your right. You're going to turn all the way to your left. Yeah, and go. Step through, outer block. I'm sorry. Step through fighting stance. I lost my mind. In fighting kind of 2, that would be the combo, right? Step across, jab, step out, reverse punch. Ready to go. Step across, jab, punch. Beautiful. Now look over to your right, shift. Same combination, go. Step across, jab, step out, punch. Boom, that's it. Back to ready. That's the whole kata. And we're right at time. Guys, good job. You got to see the footwork. You got to focus on how you did it, and you got to put it to work in your kata. Now we've got 12 more weeks to work in this form, so you don't have to know it today. What I want you to know, though, is what your stance needs to look like when you're done. I need you to know how to get halfway through it sliding up, or how to get halfway through it step, right, and get back to the right shape, or how to get to your halfway part where you step across and then get back to your right shape. So regardless of which way we move, we want to make sure that we're always doing it in the right place and keeping our head, shoulders, hips, heels balanced and body for rotation for power. Good work. All right, ready position, come to attention, please. Face parents or buddies, bow, so thank you. Face front, formal bow, did my best, focus position, Indian creed. I'm a dedicated student of the martial arts, and I live by the principles of a black belt, modesty, courtesy, integrity, self-control, perseverance, and indomitable spirit. What kind of school is this? And what's our goal? And the 3 most powerful words, ready to go. Yes, 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 I can. Thank you guys very much. Hope you had a good time. Great work. If I don't see you the rest of this weekend, have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Bye, Cherie. Thank you.